guys, Color K here. I just want to do a video tutorial today of this clown makeup I got going on. Some nice oranges and bright blues. It is black light accessible or whatever as well. If I go under a black light, I will glow. Unfortunately, I don't have a black light to show you guys that, but take me on my word. If you guys want to see how I achieve this look, just stay tuned and keep watching. Thanks. Right, so I already started the outline on one half of my face. I'm using Milk's Jumbo Eye Pencil in white, just to get the base outline of the look I'm going for. So start with the eyebrow type dealio. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and jump in with Wolf Effects in white. And I'm going to go ahead and just use a wet sponge for this, and I'm just using a little sponge. The wetter the sponge, the less cover you're going to get. The drier the sponge, the more cover. So keep that in mind when you're getting your sponge wet. And you're just going to swirl it in there real good. And this is watercolor, their hydro color line. Alright, so I have found the best technique for this is to pat the white on, stipple it on to get the best coverage. Because when you use a brush, like a lot of people do, you end up getting a lot of streaks, and every time you go over watercolors over and over, they just get streakier and streakier, so this technique works a little better. Outline this side of my face in black now, so now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to this side. Everywhere we had outlined in white, go ahead and do black now. What we're going to do is take our NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in white and go ahead and kind of get the whole center of your eye with this. And you're not trying to do this for color, you're trying to do this as like a primer. So it doesn't need to be opaque or anything. Actually, go ahead and line the whole inside. Right, now we're going to go with the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in black again and just go right around these edges, only to about your eyebrow though. In the spots where you have paint, if you did use watercolor, make sure you get in there really good because it's hard to stick dark shadows to watercolor. If you mess up a line, just change the shape a little bit. See? Alright, so go ahead and do the same thing with the nose. Just a thin amount around the outside. And this you're just going to drag into the center. Make sure you get a little bit of that black on the sides of your nose too, to just kind of flatten those out a little bit so it's not sticking out. You're wanting this to look like you have a round ball in your nose, so you got to do some contouring. Alright, so next up I'm going to use these eyeshadow pigments in neon fluorescent orange and neon fluorescent green. And I'm sorry, I don't know what this company, I forgot what the company's called. I got these on Amazon. They're really pretty though. So go ahead and jump into the orange, or whatever color you choose, and pat this right along the lid. Alright, so now we're going to go in with that fluorescent green. And just go right on top of that orange. Okay, now we're going to go in the mouth and just fill that top lip in with Jumbo Eye Pencil in white. Try your best not to smear the black, but if you do, it's okay. We can always go over it again. And again, we're just going for that tacky feeling, not coverage. Right, so now we're going to go ahead and take a fluorescent blue from that same set I have the other two colors from, and if I figure out where they are from, I will tell you guys. I'll let you know where they got them. So we're going to take that blue and fill in the mouth. Alright, so while filling in the mouth, I decided I was going to change the shape of the mouth a little bit, so I did actually bring it down just a tiny bit lower, just so it's a little more evil looking, and I added, wrinkles and my black to this side of my face, but I'll show you guys how to do it on this side. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So I'm just going to take a plain, regular black. Oh, I did actually also reline everything. Before I did that, I went in just the brush, like a stiff brush with a little bit of NYX milk on it, and went around, and all the old lining, I took that and kind of shaded it out a little bit just to give this more of a three-dimensional look. And then put everything new lines with it. So now I'm going to go ahead and take a fluffy brush or a flat brush, whatever you'd like, and go in with black. And we do have the pencil under there right now, the milk and the black underneath here, so it should be really tacky for this to stick to. And you just want to really pat it on. Don't sweep it or anything. Right now, with your same angled brush, go ahead and put away your black eyeshadow. You're not going to dip it in there at all. Just whatever's left on there, which hopefully is not too much because you don't want to have a really thick amount on there. I'm going to go ahead, go into the nose and just add some wrinkles. And put virtually no pressure on this because you don't want super thick dark lines. This is supposed to blend. Right, so I am going to go in with red paint. This just isn't red enough for my liking. So I'm going to go in with Wolf FX red watercolors and make it actually a bright red. Yeah, see, I like this a lot better already. So if you're watching this, just go ahead and do this first. Ignore the part before this. And follow from here on with the nose. Alright, so while our nose is drying, we're going to go ahead and jump in with our mouth. So for the mouth, what we're going to do is go in with some white NYX paint pot again, or not paint pot, jumbo eye pencil. Get a brush and fill in the mouth. Alright, so now that we have the mouth all filled in with the NYX jumbo eye pencil, I'm going to go ahead and powder that. You can use white eyeshadow, or I'm using the Graftobian Clown White Loose Powder. And the reason I'm going to use that is because it's basically like a loose eyeshadow, only it's made to set makeup. And have a lot more of that than white eyeshadow, so it's perfect. What I do is just scoop a little up on my brush so I'm not re-dipping in there after it touches my face. So I scoop it up and put it into the lid or onto a palette or anything else. And then that should be enough. Take a little more just in case. This should be enough to do that whole area. I mean, it's a really small area. So now I'm not contaminating anything. Go ahead and take this and just pat it on there. Right, so now I'm going to go in with my jumbo eye pencil in black and a very thin detail brush and start making the shape of my teeth. Alright you guys, well here's the finished look. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of my Halloween series or any of my videos I post, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Leave me a comment of what you guys want to see next or any questions you might have. Cool, thanks guys, see you later.